Hello YouTube. Today I'm going to do a mini meal prep. The reason for this is Leo wasn't at work. I was. I'm currently working 2 days a week because I'm temping. And yeah, because I'm 2 days a week, money's a bit tight, it seems stupid to go out and buy stuff when I could just make myself a couple of portions of this. So, it's a pasta dish, so step one, boil your pasta. I do not need to show you how to do that, so that is just a courtesy shot, boil pasta. Now to go with it, I've kind of raided the fridge, the freezer to see what I have got. So I've gone for green pasta because I've got a courgette here that's starting to kind of go soft in places, and generally it needs to be used, otherwise it's going to go in the bin, and that is a waste of money and I want to avoid that. So you can see that bit there was a bit kind of mushy, so just cut it off. I've got courgette, I've got green peas in the freezer because they are fantastic. They're really cheap and they've got so many uses, and I've got a few other things that I'm going to put in there. So to start off with, I'm going to grill the courgettes. I've got to admit, I'm not a huge fan of courgette. Leo loves them and will eat them in anything. I am really picky. I like them to either be raw, like noodle type, what are they called, zoodles. I like them like that, or courgette, or I like them grilled. I do not like them mushy. No. So that is why I am grilling them, just to give them a bit of flavour, a bit of extra texture, and because it's one of the few ways I'll actually eat it. And to go with it, I'm making the dressing in the bottom. So the reason behind this is get everything cooked and on the go, and then you can make your dressing. Put your dressing in the bottom of the tub, put your veggies on top, and then put your pasta on. So if you do it the other way around, everything soaks into the pasta, and by the time you eat it 2, 3, 4 days later, it's just mush and it's not very nice. Whereas if you put everything in the bottom and then you put your veggies on top, they have a chance to kind of marinate in the dressing. They can also put their flavours into the dressing, and then when you're going to eat it, you shake it all up and it's all good. Your dressing hasn't disappeared into the pasta, it's still there, and everything coats really nicely. So my dressing here is a very simple one. It's stuff that I always have in the kitchen. I have got lemon juice, soy sauce, red onion, which you can see I'm chopping there, red pepper flakes, and garlic powder. And it's got that kind of tartness from like the acidity of the lemon. It's got the saltiness. It's the red onion because it's going in raw. By the time it's sat in that dressing for a bit, it will have mellowed out, so it's not going to be as raw. It's just a really nice combination. It's super cheap because, like I say, I always have these things in the kitchen. I like putting lemon juice in water instead of having like squash and sugary things. So for me, it's always there. Now, back to these courgettes. You can see they are beautiful. They're not mushy. They're just lovely. So I've taken 2 pieces, one for each of these pasta bowls. The other bits went for dinner. I had a homemade scone with those on top and some sriracha mayo. There you go, just in case you wondered. So I'm chopping those up and putting them in while they are still hot. The peas have gone in frozen, the courgette is going in hot because it's going to start soaking up the dressing and getting all lovely. And the peas, they don't need to be defrosted beforehand, just chuck them in frozen. You're going to put hot pasta and hot things on top of it anyway, so it will defrost regardless. So yeah, that is the veggie layer. Then you need to put on your pasta layer. Oh, sorry, before that, season everything, because while you've got the soy sauce in there, it isn't overly salty. So I'm seasoning the courgettes here mainly because, again, I'm funny with courgettes. So a bit of posh Maldron salt and some pepper because, again, they're things I always have in my kitchen. Pasta goes on top, and that's just going to defrost the peas and everything. Leave it to go cold before putting the lid on. As a final touch, I've got some chives here. These chives are from my garden. It's one of the few things that will actually grow, mint and chives, though I think this year the mint has completely taken over. So what I do is I cut them and I freeze them because otherwise they're just going to go to waste, they're going to wilt, they're going to die. So put them in the freezer, chop them on top, and again, as soon as I hit that hot pasta, they're going to defrost. So is absolutely fine. They taste exactly the same as fresh, they're just not quite as crisp. Easy. So yeah, leave it to cool, put the lid on and leave it in the fridge. This will last a good 4 days in the fridge because you've put the dressing on the bottom and the pasta on the top. Now, this is me at work, sitting outside, and I'm just giving that a really good shake. And you can see the dressing there. You can see the colour difference between the plain pasta and the pasta with the dressing on it. I love this. It's so simple and easy and delicious, so definitely give it a go. And to go with it, it's not a paid promotion, I promise. This is something I found because I'm cheap and because I'm on a budget right now. It's an app called Shopmium. It gives you free things and discount things. Now, not all of them are vegan, not all of them are actually particularly useful. However, I got a free banana, that was useful. I also got this free, no, this wasn't free, this was 50p. Bargain, 50p's worth of juice, and that will last me at work and beyond. So check it out. I will put the reference code in the comments because you get a free gift. So check that out. For the recipe, check out Patreon. Don't forget to subscribe, and we will see you again soon.